Hi all, a bit of an unscripted video today. If this isn't for you, then you're more than welcome to click off. But if you're interested in seeing what will be happening on the channel content-wise in the next week or so, I would definitely recommend staying tuned. Another thing for you all in this video, I'll be debuting some of the brand new B-roll footage I took on a recent trip overseas, where I was trying to collect as many videos of planes from as many different angles as possible to hopefully bring a bit of life to the content and give you a different viewing experience. As you may or may not be aware, unless stated otherwise, I do film all the airline clips. That is simply because I like to avoid copyright, and it's just a fun thing to be able to put my own clips in the video. But I'm aware to a certain extent it may get boring seeing the same clip, so I've done my best. I think I took around 1,600 videos that will eventually make their way into the content. Now though, while you're here, I'm going to be moving places in the next week and over the Easter weekend, if you will. This means I'll be out of office and unable to produce regular video content on the YouTube channel and also on Globetrotting, which is my secondary channel where we discuss analysis and much more. On top of that, I'm unable to write on the website or record any podcasts. I'm hoping that once I can be fully set up with not just my office space, but also in terms of Wi-Fi and living arrangements in the new place, I can really crack down and start putting out content at a rate that I've wanted to for some time, but not been able to. You may ask, why have I not been able to? Well, without getting into too much detail, life has been a little bit hectic of late, and there hasn't been as much time as maybe I would have wanted to dedicate to different avenues of the business. And I'm hoping that this is one of the final pieces moving into this new place and getting set up before I can really dive back into something I love doing so much. So with that being said, what does that mean? Well, once I'm in the new place, I'm hoping to ramp up the content production here on this channel. That means one video every single day at the very least, sometimes two, depending on if there is breaking news. On the website, you'll see 3 to 4 articles per day. That is what I'm shooting for on weekdays. And there'll be a weekly podcast detailing funny travel journeys that I've experienced. I've got some cracking episodes upcoming, including inaugural flights, losing baggage, and so much more. And finally, over on my secondary channel, Globetrotting at DJ's Aviation, normal service will resume with an upload every 1 to 3 days. Obviously, this is a massive inconvenience for you that I know probably loves watching the channel, and I do apologize that there'll be a little bit of a gap, but as I'm the only one that writes, edits, records, and handles the operations here at DJ's Aviation, if something goes on behind the scenes for me, as in this case, a move, there's simply not much I can do. I do normally try and pre-record content, but like I mentioned, life has just been so chaotic that I've not really had the chance to do that, and for that I can only apologize. I did want to take this opportunity while I'm not talking about aviation news and being a bit more, I guess you could say, down to earth and personal, to thank you all so very much for your dedicated and continued support. I'm approaching 8 years on the platform, and while the content that I was doing 8 years ago is very different to what I'm doing now, it's still central to aviation, which has been a part of my life since I was 4 years old when I was playing with Hot Wheels cars in the back of my parents' vehicle, watching the planes come and go. And to think of the opportunities that I've been given and been allowed to have thanks to your incredible support for this publication really does mean a lot. For however long this journey continues, I can only say thank you so much. I'm really excited to move on to the next stage of my life once I'm in this new property, and hopefully bring you lots more content and really again have a focus on the publication, which I feel like has been hard in recent months with so much going on in my life on a personal level. So, if you stayed around to the end, thank you very much. I'll be back in hopefully at the very most a week, but I don't want to make any promises because, as you're probably aware with how life goes, something can inevitably go wrong and delay it. If there are any delays in the process and I can't come back in a week, you'll see another update video. Otherwise, normal service will resume and there'll be lots of aviation content for you. Thank you very much for your patience, understanding hopefully, and I'll see you soon in around about a week.